Okay, so before we start today's topic, let me ask you one question. Imagine a patient comes to you and say, Doctor, I suddenly get an electric shock like pain on one side of my face. It lasts only for a few seconds, but the pain is extremely severe. Now tell me which conditions comes to your mind? Yes, that is a trigeminal neuralgia. So today we are going to understand the trigeminal neuralgia in a very simple and exam friendly way. By the end of this lecture, you should be able to answer what is trigeminal neuralgia, what are its cause, what does the pain feel like, what are trigger zone, what factors aggravate the pain, how do we diagnose it, and most importantly, how is it treated. So let's start. So first look at this title, that is a trigeminal neuralgia. Remember, this is an important topic for BDS, especially because the pain can sometimes be confused with the dental pain. So whenever a patient complains of severe facial pain, we should not immediately assume that the tooth is the cause. So we need to understand the pattern of the pain. Okay. Now let's understand the definition. So here it is said that is a disturbance of the fifth cranial nerve. So what is the fifth cranial nerve? Yes, it is a trigeminal nerve. So here the trigeminal neuralgia is related to the trigeminal nerve. Okay. It is mainly the second and the third division of the trigeminal nerve. So remember, the trigeminal nerve has three major divisions, that is the ophthalmic, maxillary and the mandibulary. So here mainly the second and the third division, that is the maxillary and the mandibular divisions, are involved. Now here is an important point. The condition is described as a extremely painful condition. Means here, so here the key word is extremely painful. Okay. Now next come the important features, that is a trigger zone. So what are trigger zone? So these are the specific area where even a small stimulus can trigger an attack of the severe pain. So imagine a patient touching a particular area of the face and suddenly severe pain start. So that area is called the trigger zone. And it also say that the stimulation of these zone initiate a paroxysm of pain. So here paroxysm simply means a sudden attack or the episode of pain. And finally the pain is usually unilateral, which is lasting from few seconds to a minute. So remember this combination, that is the unilateral plus sudden plus severe and plus short attack. So that should make you think of the trigeminal neuralgia. Okay. Now comes the another part, that is another name. So trigeminal neuralgia has some other name and these are important for the exam. So that is the tic douloureux. So this literally refers to the painful, that is tic. Second one is trifacial neuralgia, because the trigeminal nerve supply the face. That is why we call the trifacial. Now the third one is Fothergill disease. So if you see any of these names in the MCQs or the textbooks, so remember they refer to the trigeminal neuralgia. Okay. Now let's discuss the cause, and this is very important. So here the most caused is idiopathic. That means, what does the idiopathic means? It means the exact cause is unknown. So in many cases we cannot identify a definite cause. Okay. And it also mentioned that is due to the compression of the nerve by the vascular anomalies. In simple word, a blood vessels may compress the trigeminal nerve. Other condition mentioned are tumor, aneurysm and chronic meningeal inflammation. Now looks at the next important point, that is the development of the trigeminal neuralgia in a young patient suggests possibility of the multiple sclerosis sometime. So student, remember this exam point, that is a trigeminal neuralgia in a young patient, then consider the multiple sclerosis. And it also mentioned that is allergy. An allergy or the hypersensitivity reaction may cause edema of the trigeminal nerve root. So the nerve root becomes swollen. Okay. So this is a nerve. Okay. Suppose this was a nerve. Imagine this something is pressing or irritating this nerve. So this can produce an abnormal pain signals resulting in the characteristic attack of the trigeminal neuralgia. Okay. Now tell me, if trigeminal neuralgia develop in a young patient, so which systemic condition should we think about? Yes, that is a multiple sclerosis. Okay. Now let's move to the clinical features. So first one is, here the female are affected more commonly than the males. Now the next one is age. So it is mainly seen in middle age and the older people. Okay, it also mentioned here the people are more commonly affected before the age of the 35 years. So don't simply remember one age number, focus on the important clinical association which is given in this slide. Especially remember the young onset disease which is raised suspicion of the underlying conditions such as multiple sclerosis. Okay, now here the right side of the face is more commonly affecting as compared to the left side. So question for you, is trigeminal neuralgia usually bilateral? The answer is no. Remember from the introduction that it is usually unilateral. Okay. Now we come the most important part, that is the nature of pain. So it uses several description like stabbing, lacerating, knife-like stab, electric shock type. So student, if you remember only one thing from today's lectures, remember this, that is the electronic shock-like pain. The patient may describe the pain as sudden, sharp stabbing. Now let's understand the course. Okay, so initially the pain is mild, relatively dull, etching or burning or resembling the sharp toothache. And this is where dentistry become very important. Why? Because the patient may think my tooth is causing this pain, but later the pain can become extremely severe. Okay. Here, the patient may live in constant fear of the attack. The patient may even clench the face, her face because of the severe pain. But here is another very important point. So, between the attack, the patient is free of symptom. So, student, remember here, when there is attack, it is causing the severe pain. When the attack will die, when the attack will end, here, the patient may be symptom-free. Okay. So, this pattern is very characteristic. Okay. So, imagine I suddenly touch the patient face. The patient say, doctor. It means severe pain start. After a short period, it stop. And then patient is comfortable again. That sudden episodic nature is very important. Okay. So, which type of pain is classically described in trigeminal neuralgia? So, your option are dull continuous pain. Option B, electric shock-like pain. Option C, throbbing pain. Option 4, itching. So, your correct answer will be option B. That is the electric shock-like pain. Okay. This is a patient. You can see how clenching the face because of the severe pain. Okay. Okay, now we come to the one of the most important concept, that is the trigger zone. So student, trigger zone are area where a very small stimulus can initiate a severe attack of pain. And here the areas such as like vermilion border of the lips. So this is a vermilion border of the lips. When you will touch here, then it will causing a severe pain. Allow of the nose. This is the allow of the nose, cheeks and around the eyes. So around the eyes when touched, it will cause a severe pain. So imagine the patient know, if I touch this particular area, I will get an attack. So what will the patient do? Obviously, the patient will try to avoid the touching that area. Okay. So here patient learn to avoiding touching the skin over the trigger zone and frequently goes unwashed and unsafe for the days. So here, the patient may avoid touching the skin over the trigger zone and may even remain unwashed or unshaved for the days. Why? Because even simple contact may trigger the pain. The pain may last from a few seconds to a several minutes and tend to occur at a frequent intervals. So, okay. So can simply touching the face trigger the trigeminal neuralgia? Yes, that is exactly why these areas are called the trigger zone. Okay. Now let's ask a very practical question. So what can actually trigger the pain? Here the pain is provided by the stimuli to face like a touch, a breeze of air, simple act of eating, smiling, talking, chewing, yearning or swelling. Okay. So think about how difficult life can become for such a patient. Imagine someone is afraid to eat, talk, smile or even wash the face because these simple activities may trigger the severe pain. In extreme cases, the patient may develop a frozen off mask like face. Why? Because the patient try not to move the face to avoid the triggering another attack. Okay. Now, how do we diagnose the trigeminal neuralgia? Here it gives the 4 important points. The first one is presence of the trigger zone. If touching a particular area produces the attack, that is the important clue. Okay. Second one is severe type of pain. That is, the pain is characteristic, sudden, severe, and a shock-like. Third one is location of pain. We need to assess exactly where the patient feels the pain. Fourth one is duration. We ask how long does each attack last. So when taking history, don't just ask, do you have pain? Instead ask, where is the pain? How does it feel like? How severe is it? What triggered it? And how long does it last? This history helps us differentiate from another cause of the facial pain. Okay. So why is duration important? Because trigeminal neuralgia typically produce short-lasting attack rather than persistent continuous pain. Okay. Now student, a very important clinical point, not every facial pain is trigeminal neuralgia. There is a sample condition for the differential diagnosis, and this include like Horton syndrome, sinusitis, tumor of the nasopharynx, post-herpetic neuralgia, multiple sclerosis, and pain of the dental origin. So if the patient comes with a facial pain, we must carefully identify the cause. And for us as dental student, the most important confusion can be dental pain versus trigeminal neuralgia, because trigeminal neuralgia can sometimes resemble the toothache. So never rush into the dental treatment without properly evaluating the history. Okay. Now let's discuss the treatment. So it here mentioned the several drugs. So first one is dilating, that is the phenytoin. It is an anticonvulsant drug. Second one is carbamazepine. So here carbamazepine is given for the paroxysmal pain, and it is described it as a best conservative treatment. So student, make sure you remember, okay, the carbamazepine, it is an important drug in trigeminal neuralgia. Another drug is the clorazepam and the baclofen. So these are listed under the medical management. So which drug is particularly important in the conservative management of the trigeminal neuralgia? That is the carbamazepine. Okay. Now let's look to the surgical treatment. So here first one is peripheral neurectomy. So what does neurectomy mean? Simply removal of the sectioning of the nerve. It also mentions the nerve sectioning sites such as the mental foramen, at supraorbital, at the infraorbital foramen. Now another third mention is injection of the nerve with the anesthetic solution or the alcohol. So this may be performed in the peripheral nerve or central in the Gazarian ganglion. Okay. It also mentioned that the solution and the concentration used. So for your exam, focus first on understanding the concept. Here we gave the block or either the injection or the sectioning the nerve. It will reducing the pain. Okay, the basic idea for the surgical management is to interrupt the abnormal pain pathway. Okay, so here the injection, the solution, it consists of the 95% alcohol, procaine or monocaine, which is 2%, chloroform 5%, and ringer solution, that is the 23%. Okay. So student, don't try to memorize these diagrams without understanding it. Follow the pathway of the trigeminal nerve and then understand where the nerve can be approached for the treatment. Okay. Okay students, so before we finish, let's see whether you can recall the entire topic. I will ask you some rapid fire questions and you will answer them. So question number 1, which cranial nerve is involved? That is a trigeminal nerve, fifth cranial nerve. Question number 2, which division are mainly mentioned here? That is the second and the third division. Question number 3, is the pain unilateral or the bilateral? The answer is unilateral. Question number 4, what is the characteristic nature of the pain? The answer is tapping, knife-like or electric shock-like. Question number 5, what are trigger zone? Specific area where stimulation can trigger an attack of the severe pain. Question number 6, give example of the trigger zone. That is the vermineal border of the lips, aloe of the nose, cheeks and around the eye. Question number 7, can talking or chewing trigger the pain? The answer is yes. Question number 8, what important condition should be considered when trigeminal neuralgia occur in the young patient? The answer is multiple sclerosis. Question number 9, what is an important drug in conservative management? The answer is carbamazepine. Question number 10, what is the early surgical treatment? The answer is peripheral neurectomy. Excellent. So student, that was a trigeminal neuralgia in a simple and exam friendly way. And one last thing, if the patient comes to your dental clinic complaining of the severe tooth like facial pain, don't immediately assume that the tooth is the cause. Always listen carefully to the history and the pattern of the pain. If you found this lecture helpful, then don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Exam Key Point Dentistry. I will see you in the next BDS lecture. Until then, keep studying, keep revising and keep learning.